Hola. I asked you guys to send me some personal questions, some deep questions, or whatever you wanted to know about me personally. I don't know, because I think I'm some sort of important person. I don't know. But so that I could make an answer video and post it on my YouTube channel. So, I got a question from somebody, and um, they asked me, have I broken any bones and how, what was the story behind it? So, story time. I was living in Atlanta, Georgia at the time. I drove a 2000 green Chevy Malibu. She was very old but very reliable. I loved her to death. Um, I crashed headfirst into a dirt wall because I took an exit in the middle of Atlanta way too fast. And if anybody has ever driven in Atlanta, it is bumper to bumper traffic most of the time. So, that being said, hold on, let me turn the sound off on my computer here. Okay. That being said, I think I was following the GPS, and for some reason she didn't tell me to take this exit. And the way the roads are, it's very hard to tell when a lane ends or when it begins, or when a certain lane is taking off into an exit, or if it's just completely going straight. So, long story short, I took the exit at the last possible second because the GPS told me to turn, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna miss my exit. And then getting back to that exit is a fucking pain in the ass in the middle of Atlanta. Um, so I took it too fast, and I needed to slow down, but I knew that if I slammed on the brakes, that the person behind me, because it was bumper to bumper traffic, the person behind me would have rear-ended me, and I would have probably hurt somebody else. So I let go. I didn't even try to slam on the brakes, and I crashed headfirst into the dirt wall. It was a split-second decision. But I figured that it was better to injure myself than to hurt somebody else in the process. So that's what I did. And basically, the car flipped over onto its side, and some people stopped and they called help, called 911. And at first, they were like, can you get up? Can you walk? Are you okay? And they got me out of the car. And I was walking around and I felt fine. I was like, I don't need to go to the hospital. I'm fine. But if you are ever in a car accident, then you know that the adrenaline is rushing through your brain and rushing through your body. If there's something wrong with you, chances are you can't feel that yet. So, turns out, as we were waiting for help, about 15 minutes goes by and I'm walking around trying to just shake it off, and my lower back starts killing me. The pain was so sharp that I fell to my knees. And the people were like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, there's a really sharp pain in my back. I don't know what it is. And they're like, yeah, we're taking you to the hospital. Like, there's no way you're going to refuse this. No way. So the ambulance gets there. And ambulance. So the ambulance gets there. The wee woo. And they take me to the hospital. And they do an x-ray and an MRI. Turns out that I had a hairline fracture in my L5, which is the lower spine. There was a hairline fracture, but it was still significant enough that it was extremely painful and took months to heal. Although I still have back problems to this day in that area, so I don't think it ever really healed right. I didn't do anything for it because it was a minor fracture. There was there was about 2 or 3 months of really intense pain, and then it just started getting better a little bit at a time, so I just didn't worry about it. I didn't do any physical therapy, no surgery, nothing. Um, so I think it healed, it just didn't heal properly, probably, because I have an awful lot of back problems today for it to have healed properly. So, other than that, that is the only bone I've ever broken in my body. And it was very intense, but that was God, some years ago. I don't even remember. So, yeah, that's my story. So, okay, bye.